Hello and welcome. My name is Philip Ramos, and thank you so much for joining me today here in the Strength Studio. Another theme focus in our Spotlight series. Absolutely love doing these. Hopefully, these you're finding a value as we dive deeper and deeper and connect more and more details, understand the characteristics of all these incredible strengths, these incredible themes. So, today, what we're going to be looking at is going to be input. Now, input is a strategic thinking strength. Something that I don't have anywhere even near my top 10. So I admire things like this. I absolutely love these themes. So first off, let's go ahead and jump into it. Number one is I am a utilitarian resource collector. And I think that's absolutely true. People with high input, they're always gathering, again, resources, things they can use, maybe things they can use for later. They are collectors. There's no doubt about it. Even if you overdo it, right? Some people can wonder, are you hoarding things? People with high input, they could be collecting multiple books, even reading books, multiple books at the same time, or doing different programs, doing different things. They are absolutely full of collecting resources of all kinds of different value that they see, right? Whether they're tangible things or intangible things. Okay. I hang on to things that could be resources to others. And I can't tell you how true this is, right? People with high input, they're not just gathering for themselves, but they see the value in the things they're gathering. Could be information, could be tangible and intangible things that they think, oh, someone else could find value in this, or someone else could use this. So definitely something that's going to be on their radar. Okay. I bring tangible tools that can facilitate growth and performance. People, again, this is a strategic thinking strength. So as they bring things in, they're always looking at it. How can, right, thinking, how can this improve? How can this grow? How can I use this? How can this add value to things? So they're always going to bring that. So having someone around with high input, if you're there part of a project or you're trying to build a project, they're definitely going to always try to bring things to up level, right? To upgrade it, that sort of thing. I need space to store the resources I naturally acquire, whether if it's shelves, right? Whether if it's computer space, whether if it's rooms, right? Environments where they can organize these things. Now, as I'm going through this, you can definitely probably see how easily, and I know a lot of, people with high input, they can easily overdo it, right? And we can overdo anything. I overdo my positivity for sure, right? Overdo my communication. But this is one that you can easily overdo because you see so much value in the item. Maybe you don't have space for it, right? In anywhere. You don't have space mentally. Maybe you don't have space emotionally. You definitely don't have space physically. So this is one thing that you can really learn to look at and see, how can you manage this, right? Do I have space to bring this in, or am I space full? Ask yourself really good questions, especially if you have high input. So you start to really identify the value of what you have and what you can do with it. I hate not having a useful resource handy. That's so true, right? Not having what I need especially when you once had it. So again, this is one thing with high input. When I give them advice or techniques or little things, is give yourself an opportunity to gather what you need, but put limitations on it, right? Say, okay, I'm only going to look at what are the two things I really need to make this project work, or make this business work, or make this thing work, or for me to accomplish what I need. Because if you really open up the space, you're gonna create a laundry list of all the different things that you need, right? So be very careful with that. I love to provide relevant and tangible help. Again, providing help, providing assistance, providing resources that are going to help people accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, or meet their goals, or address their needs, all that different stuff. So hopefully you've gathered some information. And again, if you have someone, if you are the person with high input in your life, understand yourself, right? Get to know yourself and maybe check yourself a little bit, right? We all got to check ourselves. And if you have someone in your life that has this, maybe this can give you some insight of why they're constantly driven by this, what the need is they're trying to fulfill. And one of the greatest things I've learned, and I think I've shared this in other videos before, if I haven't, I'm going to share it with you now. I think I've learned better to from strengths and meeting with people, I've learned how to ask better questions. That's the truth. Is because I honestly don't know what's driving it. I don't know what's driving you. Until I see your strengths or until I see your themes. And so it's something that I can always ask myself if I don't have that information, because it helps me gather more. So learn to ask good questions so you can better assist, better support the people around you with your strengths as well as their strengths. All right. Thank you again for joining me. Have yourself a beautiful day, and I will see you again next time here on the Strength Studio. Have a good one. Bye-bye.